Okay guys, before we get into my third strategy of the day, do not forget to thumbs up this video if you find this content helpful and join the game. So let's go ahead and get to the final strategy on how to study for the ASCP. Okay, so in strategy number 2, I actually touched on this just a tad bit, which is whatever you're studying, whatever chapter that you're studying, make sure that you correlate the study questions with it. So what I like to do is, if I'm studying, just say Alcian Blue information or Alcian Blue questions, or I'm reading Alcian Blue chapter, I try to find the questions in the study guide, BLC study guide, that pertains to Alcian Blue. And the reason why I do that is because it allows me to fully understand it as a whole. And I'm thinking like, okay, whenever I see those questions and whenever I see that Alcian Blue picture, I can correlate the two because I've been studying those questions that go along with that chapter. So let me give you a prime example. Okay, so when it comes to the Alcian Blue, there's so many Alcian Blues that you need to study. So this is the Alcian Blue 2.5. If you see my note here, it says or colloidal iron can be used. So that would definitely be on your ASCP because I wrote it here. So you also want to make sure that whenever you're studying special stains, that you understand like what can be used in replacement. So Alcian Blue 2.5, the demonstration of acid mucopolysaccharides. And that's definitely important. You want to know what the purpose of the stain is for. So the purpose is demonstration of acid mucopolysaccharides. So in the test, they may ask you, what would you use for demonstration of acid mucopolysaccharides? So you definitely want to make sure that you know it's Alcian Blue. A keyword, you could put acid and Alcian Blue, ANA. So definitely know that you can use 10% neutrobufferin formula or Bowen. You go back to your fixation chapter, then if you read Bowen's, then Bowen will definitely say that it is good for demonstration of acid mucopolysaccharides. So right there, that's all 3 key words right there. So Bowen, if I was making notes, I would put Bowen solution can be used for acid mucopolysaccharide, which also can be used in the Alcian Blue technique, or colloidal iron can be used. This right here is just, and also the quality control tissue, small intestine, appendix, or colon should be used as a positive control. And this is just going into the reagents. So these are the reagents: acetic acid, Alcian Blue, and nuclear fast red. So they may say, what is the counter stain for the Alcian Blue? You know, it is the nuclear fast red. So you need to know what each thing is for, what the acetic acid, the Alcian Blue, and the nuclear fast red. So that's really, really important. And let's go ahead and get to the picture so you can see exactly what the picture will look like on your test. In the lab, whenever you are looking underneath the microscope, this will be the control tissue if you guys are using this type of control. So it looks like, you know, this on the actual exam too. So this is the Alcian Blue. And also, which is important, is you want to make sure that you read all of the, let's go back. This is the technical notes. Technical notes is really, really, really important to read. Technical notes will be your best friend in reading and studying for the test. See how I put rinsing sections with acid before the Alcian Blue solution will protect that solution that is used repeatedly with pH changes because of the introduction of water. Rinsing with acid after the Alcian Blue solution will help prevent non-specific staining. And prolonged staining in the Alcian Blue solution may cause nuclear staining. If the slides are not washed well after the nuclear fast red, clouding will result when the slides are placed in the alcohols. So if you are doing these manually, this is only if you're doing this manually, not on the machine. But if you are doing these manually, this is really important that you wash well after the nuclear fast red, and then you want to go ahead and, you know, run it down the alcohols. So you got the Alcian Blue, then you got the Alcian Blue 1.0, demonstration of sulfated mucose substances. So if the question asked you was the demonstration of acid mucose substance, we know that it is the 2.5. So write that in your notes. 2.5 is for acid. But they ask you for Alcian blue 1.0, that is for sulfated. And then if they ask you for Alcian blue with, I know I'm butchering it, that is for epithelial and connective tissue mucins. So each Alcian blue stain is staining for different things. So really, really important to know what each stain stands for and what is the results. So we'll get more into detail in each chapter as we go along with this video. So I know whatever I just went over, guys, was very, very lengthy, but I just want to make sure that I go over as much as I possibly can because there's just so much to learn. But that was just in the Frida Carson book. Now, if you grab your BOC book, this is when I'm talking about in strategy number 3. Whatever you're studying in the Frida Carson book, try to find the questions that correlate with that in the actual study guide book. For instance, so we were just talking about Alcian blue, right? Just those 3. Like, that's just a lot to remember, but I broke it down on how you can remember whenever you see that question. It should just pop up like that, right? This is for acid. This is for epithelial. That should just pop up. So I found a question that goes along with the Alcian blue question. It's question number 267. If you got the same study guide book, it is an Alcian blue stain at pH 2.5 has been requested, but no Alcian blue is available. Which of the following procedures could be performed to give equivalent results? And I just showed you guys that I said if you don't have Alcian blue, then what could you use? So I'm going to leave this question at the end of this video, and I'm going to go ahead and leave the answers you guys answer down below. Is it Xoxo blue, periodic acid shift, which is the PAS, colloidal iron, or mucicarmine? All right, guys, do not forget to head over to the other playlist on how to study for your Ascp. I got at least a couple videos on that. Do not forget to answer the question down below in the comment section, and we'll go over the answer in the next video. You guys, I got something planned really, really big. We're gonna dive deep into H&E on my next video, which is the queen of stains. It's the main stain. So if we don't know how to do H&E correctly, then what are we doing, right? We're going to make sure we go deep into H&E. I'm going to give you guys some study tips on how to study your H&E chapter. And also too, we'll get into special stains. We'll get into a lot of different stains in the special stains chapter. And do not forget to answer this ASCP question down below. And I will see you guys in my next video.
Goodbye.